And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Into the air right away is Allen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On play action, Allen being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So big pickup that time, and Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
The Bills at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Allen off the play fake. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
In what many term is a down year for rookie quarterbacks, the Steelers took Pickett 20th overall because they knew him better than any other quarterback in the draft. They consider him the most pro-ready passer in the class. He's got plenty of gunslinger in him as well. You give him an inch of space to make a throw, he's going to try and make it into a mile.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Allen now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Allen looking deep for Elliott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, running backs in the passing game, they're just used to checking down to them or maybe double off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretch it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now this time, Allen will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Norwood. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 2nd and 2, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryer. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First and 10, here's Pickett. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Slot man moves right. Pickett throwing again on second down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From midfield, here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st. Allen to throw once more. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Pickett now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
To try again after the sack. Pickett going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there? And we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things. Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
From the 30 on second down, Allen eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Diggs going in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Allen. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
In motion right here comes Johnson. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to throw, Pickett. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. Down to about the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 54 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily in that position.
Allen now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And again, it's Allen. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a...
And my goodness, another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that's Elliott, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Diggs going in motion right. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Off play action. Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now Allen again. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there at 20 yards. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 72 yards. Allen now looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ezekiel Elliott, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra points up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Pickett. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll run again with Harris, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. Well, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here, relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing is Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Trey Norwood. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Pittsburgh, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
Throw left side complete. That's James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants.
Velus Jones
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Giants need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about storing this one. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout this rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Gregory Rousseau.
Sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. These two teams all tied after one. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Running with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete.
Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity, and he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66, and a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Prescott to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Marr able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Play action, Corral.
Man open, here's Jones. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Corral with it, 1st down here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Richie James on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral.
Looking downfield for Jones. They got his man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. Yeah.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Third and long, Corral. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want to be
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott.
Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Prescott.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on second and 10. Prescott. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
Corral yet again going to throw it.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
Check down to Breida.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Here's Corral on 1st down.
And my goodness, another interception. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Moore on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes.
And now here's another interception.